Hello and welcome to the video review of Transformers Deluxe Class Cybertron Downshift. Now this figure is obviously in the mold of a 1970s muscle car, and I absolutely adore this alt mode. It looks good. It's even got a slightly velvet top. There's texture to the top of meaning that this was supposed to be a convertible, and it's just really, really cool. Being a Cybertron figure, it does have a spot for a Cyber Planet key, which folds out and is right there. But I really do appreciate the fact that the mold has this little hinge that folds out, as opposed to just sticking straight out like a lot of the Cybertron figures have. I really appreciate that. So what does that Cyber Planet key spot do? Well, I was stupid when I grabbed this guy out of my box and I forgot the planet key, but there are ways around that. So his Cyber Planet key activates this grabbing claw thingy. And actually this is pretty cool because it makes me think of not only is it a grabbing claw, but it's also maybe like a cannon of some sort. So you grab a guy and shoot him point blank. But he also comes with two very large missile launchers that fit on the sides of the vehicle mode, which is a very nice touch. And that just looks cool. I mean, driving down the road, planet key, missiles, very, very cool. These suckers do fire pretty good, and the triggers are they're not hair trigger, but they're very easy to fire. So just be careful of that if you get a hold of the figure, because you will shoot your eye out. The other thing I like is that there's a curvature on the missile launchers that fits to the side of the vehicle. A very nice touch and a very well-designed vehicle mode, I think. So this guy was originally released in 2005, towards the end of the Cybertron line. And that's unfortunate because I don't think he got bought that much. But he did reappear as a repaint in a subsequent line as Big Daddy. And the Big Daddy repaint is very, very nice. I actually prefer the Big Daddy repaint to this, but this avocado green and the black is just a wonderful homage to the 70s muscle car scene. Transformation for this guy is super, super simple. We'll start off by pulling out the doors, which will become the shoulders and the arms, and then coming around back and actually splitting the rear end of the vehicle open. Now, the reason you do that is because the rear end, or this part right here, does peg into the backs of what will be the legs. Then we'll swing the whole section forward and peg it in, and flip up part of the bumpers to become heels. Then open up these bits and fold down the feet, and then close them up. Now, a cool part to the transformation is you just let this back part, the back canopy, fall down and the head will pop up, like that. Then fold or rotate these so that they're pointing straight up, and then fold down the arms. I said fold down the arms. Now, here we have Downshift in robot mode. Now, you can deploy the Cyber Planet key thing, and this is a really brilliant point of engineering, because even with it down, you could still deploy the grabby claw, even with the key port being all the way down there. So in robot mode, that looks silly. I think it looks better in car mode. I think it looks a lot better in car mode, but in robot mode, to me, it just looks silly. But it's a nice touch anyway. So his missile launchers can be wielded. They can be held if you wish. But my preferred method is they actually attach and can be stored on the shoulders, which makes me think that this was supposed to be Wheeljack. I mean, look at that face. That face just screams, or that head sculpt screams Wheeljack. And with shoulder-mounted missiles, that's Wheeljack. I'm sorry, this should have been Wheeljack. And in Energon, the Downshift character was supposed to be Wheeljack as well, I believe. So overall, this is one of my favorite molds from the Cybertron line. I just absolutely love this figure. Now, like I said, I think the Big Daddy repaint is a vast improvement, but this guy is just awesome. And regardless of what color the mold is or what paint scheme the mold has, this figure deserves to be in your collection. If you can find it, grab him right away.